Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over how to animate country balls, whatever you want to call them, flags, and also maps. So what we're going to start off with is country balls. To animate country balls, you want to simply go to your browser and open up Wik, and it's going to actually show a screen where you open it up in a new tab. It's free and no download. That is what I use to animate. If you wish to use a different animation platform, go ahead. But this is easiest for me. So what we want to get started off with, so to make a country ball, you kind of just, oh my gosh, you kind of just draw it. Here, you just draw the flag. You don't want to draw the eyes with it. I'll get into that later. And if you're bad at drawing, you can always go into the internet, and for example, if you want to make a Prussian flag, Prussian eagle, you can just go over here. Now to import an image, you have to go here, and you have to actually drag it into where you want to put it. So this one doesn't have a background, so it's perfect. Just simply drag it there. And then maybe you want to draw your Prussian ball, whatever, right there. And right here is just an example of the tools. It's kind of simple if you've ever drawn on a computer before. It's easy to understand. Now we put in this, and boom. And make sure if you want a white thing, you wanna actually fill it in with white. Otherwise, if you don't, then see the background, it will be see-through. Just make sure to do that. And now let's take our Prussian country ball. Let's actually make a quick short with it. So if you want a background, let's put this guy in a trench. So I already have these pre-drawn. It's quite simple to draw them. I'll get into, and if you want the resolution to be good, you want to go to settings at the top right and make it to this. So then it's bigger. Maybe move this out of the way. Also, I forgot to mention, to make it so you draw this, right? And look, like it's all pieces. You need to drag, hover over it by dragging, and make a clip pop up over here after you select it. And then it's all one object. This will come in handy later. So let's just put on the background. But the problem is when we try and drag and select, when we select multiple things, which will yet again be useful in the future, I can't drag and select multiple things. So what I want to do, I actually want to delete this, copy and delete it. And down here you see layers. You can create a new frame on a different layer. This can go on infinitely, and boom. And then you notice it will still have the same effect. You'll still be selecting it, but you can lock this layer. So now all you select is the country ball. It's quite useful, in my opinion. This isn't a very good country ball, but that's just an example. So if we go here, to draw a gun, you can import an image of it and trace it if you're not good at drawing, but I like doing them on my own. And for example, what's a good example? Here, you see I have this LMG or whatever, I forget what it's called, French gun used during World War I. It doesn't really matter, it's a gun. So what you want to do, if you want to be able to reload it, you have to draw it and make these into two separate clips. It's quite simple. So you want to, I know this is French, this is not, this wouldn't be an actual animation. So, and then to do the eyes, you went to, I already have all this pre-drawn. You should have at least two folders or whatever in Google open, and have this one that you save all the time, where it has all of your stuff, so you can just easily copy and paste it. Let's give this guy angry eyes, but see, these will overlap with this, so you just kind of want to copy and paste it, because the latest thing that you drew goes over ones before, if that makes any sense. So let's add the helmet, because most soldiers have a helmet. Let's take this, actually, let's take a Prussian helmet to try and, oh no, what did I do? Okay, it is back. I accidentally clicked save, that's okay. Let's just take this Prussian helmet, put it on this fine Prussian man with an angry face. Now the gun will the helmet will overlap, so yet again, I'm gonna do that. This helmet kind of blocks the face, not a very good example. Let's just put it a little high. Although you would want to find a good way to use that. So, now we have our Countryball, and you can always add other stuff using that method if you want to pause throughout the video to thoroughly go through what I just explained and go ahead. So now how do you do it? Well, to easily create a new layer, Control C on clicking on this frame, Control V, and you just copy and pasted it. Now to extend a frame, you go onto the edge of it. When your mouse turns into 2 arrows, you expand it for however many frames you want it to be. You can always adjust it. And now that we have 2 frames on this frame here, let's make his head wobble a little bit. You know, make him. And then you can always copy and paste it if you're feeling a little. Boom, he's shooting it. But now we can go back to drag and delete those, and maybe I kind of want this to jerk back a little bit more. So what if we do it like that? Boom, he shoots it, then make a new frame. I just found it. So I copy and paste this, make sure to drag and click since it's 2 objects. Now this is the reload one. This is kind of an easier version to do a reload, where you keep the other one. Like, you keep the one where it doesn't reload, and then you just paste in this one. And it doesn't matter if it slightly changes. Oh, well, he put up I forgot, I had 2 different models where the stand was up. That kind of looks good. So this is a little bit too big, so I can scale it down. That looks about right. Since he reloads it, it can move a little bit. And then to make this look kind of good, might want to make that like 2 frames long. He takes it. You gotta have momentum where like there's gotta be like frames in between, and then so he slowly moves it down, rotates it, and then quickly throws it. So it's only a few frames, and your brain will fill in the gaps, and boom. What does that look like? Perfect. And then you won't see this edge stuff. It will only be on what is on this white box that you see. So keep that in mind. This gray area won't see it, and everything overlapping it won't see it. So that will look a lot better. It'll look like it actually flew out and not that it just disappeared, because you can kind of see where it would go. Just to make it a little bit easier to get how it looks. Maybe you do that even though in the actual animation you won't see that since it's in the gray area. Yeah, that looks good. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Countryball. If you have any more questions about Countryball, please let me know in the comment section. Now on to flags. So this is your guys' favorite type of animation. I don't know why, but my most popular video is a flag animation video. Me personally, I don't like it because I don't actually educate anyone on interesting history topics or a cool fight scene, but that's just me. You guys seem to really like it. So it's pretty popular, so I'm not surprised. Let's just do like a China to Soviet Union thing. I don't know. I just picked a random color and got red, so I just thought of that. So just draw a flag. Gotta draw the hammer. Oh gosh. Remember, this is just an example. As you can tell, my animations are a little bit better than this. I'm just trying to show you. I don't even think that's exactly what it looks like. But yeah, we want to fill in that. Make it look like that. Sure, that's close enough. That's close enough. So then we want to copy and paste, and let's say, what do we want to do? Maybe like these fly off. This is just an example. These are a little bit more simple, where you just kind of make these shapes and move them. And then let me just draw a quick star. I won't even fill in the holes, because you get the idea. I don't even need to make these a clip, since they're technically just one line. I think, yeah, China actually has 4 small stars. That's what I got wrong in the last one. That one was by memory. I don't know why you guys keep correcting me. I just drew them off the top of my head. So let's just give them 3 stars, and I'll give them a 4 stars. You guys hated that so much. Here, let me make it like tilt, and then tilt back. That always gives it a cool effect. And then big star. Wait a few frames since it's so big and trunk. Okay, so the stars are a little bit off, so let's improvise and make it seem like they bump out. So they kind of come back. Boom. How does that look? Okay, the start animation, they're a little bit too fast, and they kind of look like they're just... It doesn't look bad, honestly. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's a flag animation. If you're wondering, let's say we do like a striped flag. Let's just use, since there's a lot of striped flags out there, how about I just do that? That kind of looks like the Prussian flag, but don't mind it. So you just use this box tool and kind of make boxes. Here, let's say like there's a flag with a red in the middle instead of this white. So you also want to make sure to find good colors to fade with, or similar flags. Like all the Nordic flags, like Norway, Sweden, and Finland have similar flags. So you kind of want to mix those together. Because if they're completely different, like mixing the American flag with the Soviet Union flag, how are you going to fade that? So you want to make sure that they all look similar. Actually, let's make it so then the outlines look red, since I can't actually move that white. So let's just move it over. And then let's make it so then this one moves a little bit faster. Put a little bit less frames in there. And then actually I can move these back, and then I can just go here, click on this, fill bucket, red, just make these red. Wait 1 frame, move them back over, except this time they're red. This one will go a little bit faster too. Oh, that's literally the Austrian flag. Okay, well, there you go. Kind of like a Prussian flag to an Austrian flag, whatever. So let's try it. Let's see how that works. Looks kind of good. Remember, you only see the white part, so you don't just see those chilling there the entire time. It would just look, it'd look like this. So, but like, see, there's no transition between the China and this flag. That's just an example. So let's just look at this. Not bad. But yeah, that's how you do flag animations. Yet again, let me know in the comments section if you have any questions or comments. Now on to map animations. People really like these too, although I haven't done a whole lot. So this one's a little bit more complicated. So to get a good map, so you can either have it round, I like it round. So you take a picture, you just do this Windows screenshot, however you do a screenshot. Then for me, I go to Paint 3D and I copy it in whatever it is here. Map. That's not even a map. That's just scribbles. So pretend this is a map. You want to save this as, and you want to save it as in images, and then you want to oh yeah, that's right, you don't want to add something, you want to upload assets, you upload whatever you want, and then you have a map to trace off of. Now I had that somewhere, but I have a map somewhere for an example, but I can't find it. So you do that, and you kind of just trace the map on the borders that you want. You might want to make the insides of the map transparent. If you ever really want like fog or something, use this transparent tool. It's really helpful. But yeah, if you make the middle, then you can the inside of the country transparent and the borders not. It kind of gives it a cool look, and you can also see the terrain. I recommend just moving. You might want to have these like unit markers with the flag on them as the troops, and when they move in, me personally, I don't actually move the land with them. I just move the units through it because it's easier. But yeah, if you have any other better ways to do it, please let me know, because I'd be happy to hear. I kind of just started getting into the map animations. I only have it on one of my animations, so please let me know if there's anything better. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. This is my 100 subscriber special. Thank you guys so much.